Hey there, and welcome to another crazy video, and we're sure this will definitely make you a more observant person than ever. In our daily routines, we use plenty of everyday objects, and they play a huge part of our lives that we often take for granted. We seldom notice the simplest features, but they have been designed to do much more than you may initially think. That is why we've put together this list of objects that have always had amazing features which you probably never knew about. Excited? Stick around and let's begin this incredible list of the hidden purposes of everyday things. Starting things out with number 18, the tiny little buttons on your jeans. These little guys are what's been keeping that pair of favorite jeans in your wardrobe together for a long time. These tiny buttons on your jeans are known as rivets and are placed in those areas that are likely to tear apart from movement or strain, such as around the pockets and waist area. If you're wearing jeans now, I guarantee you'll be checking your own pair. Number 17, extra holes in sneakers. Despite humans wearing shoes almost from the time of birth, you may not have noticed an extra hole on the top of your shoe for seemingly unused shoelaces. Have you ever wondered why they're there? Additional holes exist if people find blisters on their feet and need to move their feet inside their shoes. They can put their shoelaces in extra holes, but on the other side. This forms a loop on each side of the shoe, allowing you to thread your laces through each loop. You can then pull down the strings to create a strong lock before tying your laces normally. This method is called a lace lock or a heel lock, and it helps to keep your shoes firmly in place. Number 16. Bottle security ring. You may have noticed that most soda bottles have a little plastic ring under the lid. Have you ever wondered what it's used for? Those plastic rings are used to help identify that the lid has not been unsealed, so you can tell at a glance if it's been opened and if the drink has gone flat. Although you can still reseal drinks with the lid, the seal is now broken and the drink will begin to react to regular air. Nevertheless, you should still be able to put it in your backpack. Number 15. The Pom Pom Hat. No doubt those fluffy balls on Pom Pom hats look super adorable, and they definitely make us look cute. But they actually have a purpose. In the 18th century, these hats were worn by French sailors to protect their heads from the metal ceilings in their sleeping quarters. Number 14. The Tic Tac Lid. What are you supposed to do if you only want one Tic Tac? Tipping it over, you get an absolute flood of them. But you can use the lid that ensures only one Tic Tac comes out at a time. There are plenty of videos and pictures on the internet of people perfecting this technique. Number 13. The hole in the cap of a pen. We agree that many of us nibble on pens while snoozing our way through a lecture, but most swallowing accidents occur in children from the age of 6 to 15 years. That is why a cap has a hole in it that has nothing to do with the pen and the ink. It's only to allow an air passage through to prevent choking in case someone swallows it. Number 12. The colored squares on toothpaste. We use toothpaste in our daily lives and may notice the little colored squares at the bottom of the tube. And if you think that the color informs you about the product inside, then you are mistaken. Actually, these colored squares are read by light beam sensors in the manufacturing period, and they inform the machines on the assembly line where to cut and fold the packaging. Without it, our toothpaste would be very messy to handle indeed. Number 11. Metal at the end of measuring tape. Most of us have experienced that moment when a family member or roommate calls us over to hold the end of the tape. Well, clearly they have not noticed the small piece of metal at the end of the tape. You can place this little slot around a nail to assist in holding the measuring tape. Also, the edge is slightly serrated. This reason is to mark a surface by rubbing it in case a pencil or pen is not around. Number 10. Grooves at the bottom of cups. The grooves on the bottom of cups are produced to make washing them in a dishwasher more easy. They allow the water to flow when placed upside down rather than spilling on your feet. Moreover, cool air can flow beneath the cup through these grooves. Number 9. Silica gel. You know those little bags that come with shoe boxes? Well, those are not air fresheners and they're definitely not candy. However, these silica gel packs help to absorb moisture. Also, if you want to dry out a wet cell phone and make your clothes smell fresh, silica gel can really help you out. So, don't throw them away if you find one of these packets. They can be reused for other purposes. Number 8. The hole next to an iPhone camera. iPhone cameras have a little hole next to the camera lens, but have you ever thought about its backstory? Well, that tiny hole is not a secret camera to spy on you by Facebook or NSA, but actually, it's a microphone. Since the release of the iPhone 5, all iPhones include multiple microphones. One is under the speaker grill next to the bottom edge of the phone, and the other one is next to the camera lens. This can make it an easy task for you to give a voice input, no matter how you hold your phone. Number 7. The loop in the back of the shirt. You may have noticed that men's shirts come with loops in the back of them. If you're wondering what job is being done by this mysterious loop, then we're going to reveal this fact to you. The Navy first added this feature to the backs of men's shirts when they were going out to sea, as there was not much space in their wardrobes. This allowed sailors to hang them up on hooks or anything else they could find on the ship. Number 6. Holes in airplane windows. You may have freaked out the first time you sat in a window seat of an airplane and you noticed a tiny hole in the window. Seeing this hole when you're high up in the air can definitely be frightening. But stay calm, we will expose its purpose now. This hole is called a bleed hole and makes you able to breathe in an airplane. You may have studied in your physics course that when an airplane climbs, the air pressure drops outside. This hole makes it possible for two outer panels to manage the air pressure difference. Number 5. Keyboard bumps. In our daily life, we all frequently use computers, but have you ever glanced at the keyboard? If not, then go and check the two little bumps on the F and J keys. Strange? Well, not exactly. These tiny bumps make it possible to find your way on the keyboard while you're staring at your screen, so you can touch type. When you type with both hands, they'll be aligned so your left finger is on F and your right finger is on J, and you can easily type while knowing your hands are in the correct position. Number 4. Flat takeout boxes. Do you love to order some greasy Chinese takeout for Netflix binge watching? Of course you do, who doesn't? But maybe you've been eating your favorite Chinese food wrong all this time. Those boxes are flat for a reason, as they're meant to be their own plate. So, you don't even need to dirty up your own, just carefully pull the sides apart and enjoy the meal. Number 3. Square patches on backpacks. Most people like to finish off their vintage-looking backpacks with a square-shaped patch. They're very popular, especially with brands like Herschel Supply, JanSport, and LL Bean. However, did you know that they serve a purpose aside from looking cool? Ropes and cords can be entered with both dash tabs, allowing you to hang additional items on the front of the bag. This comes in handy when you go camping, as you may need to carry extra things in your pocket. While you probably don't make too many mountain climbs with this bag, at least you know you can pack things if the need arises. Number 2. Plastic lids on cups. Maybe you'll consider the following and slap yourself because you never even realized it. The plastic cover that comes with your disposable cup can be used as a coaster for both coffee cups and soda drinks. Of course, if you are walking or driving, you most likely will keep the lid on. But when you sit down to enjoy your caffeine kick, the cover is designed to hold your cup in place. However, it is 2021 and we shouldn't be indulging in plastic lids, so you may soon miss the opportunity to try this one for yourself. Number 1. Loops on grocery carts. Have you ever paused to examine the design of a grocery cart? You probably haven't. Yes, that's why we're here to teach you new things about everyday life. Do you see those pieces of metal coming out of the carriage? This protects the products in your cart. You can use these loops to hang plastic bags that contain items such as eggs and soft items such as bread that you do not want to be squashed by heavier objects. The designer of the food cart was clearly ahead of his time. In fact, if you've ever had store clerks put your food in your cart, they may not even know this interesting fact. Next time, you can teach them something new and be the most innovative person in the whole store. We hope you've learned many amazing facts, and maybe now you'll try to find some secrets for yourself. Let us know your favorite hidden use of everyday items in the comments section, and share this video with your friends and give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, as this helps us grow. Thanks for watching, see you next time.